Okay, today, welcome back. Today I want to show you how method, money management, and mindset come into play for your entire trading regime. And I'm going to use some of my own trades as an example, and hopefully you'll see some things, and you might see yourself in some of the things I'm going to show today. Now, this video isn't about method. It's not about a setup, right? I'm talking about this whole thing coming together, and I'm going to propose that if you work a decent, consistent method, right, with a decent, consistent money management strategy that fits that method, then that will set you up for the proper mindset to execute that method in the first place. You might have to think about that for a minute, right? By doing some things in a consistent manner, it sets your mindset up to execute the method in the first place, the plan in the first place. Because if you're all over the place, overwhelmed and not sure what you're doing, you're twitching at every tick, then you're going to distort your method, right? You could just, how many times, right? You look at the end of the day and what was I thinking? A lot of times we think we need to approach the market with the proper mindset to begin with, and we have good intentions, right? I should be patient. I should be fluid. I should be unbiased. Today I'm going to be doing, people even do visualizations. I'm going to make a lot of money today. I'm going to execute my plan perfectly. Good luck. You and I both know that at some point each of us has a point of pressure where that all gets thrown out the window, and worse yet, we end up feeling really bad and horrible about ourselves. And it's just basically because we don't understand some things in the first place and why these things are happening. Don't try to be perfect right off the bat. So let's just go into this. You know, a proper mindset is a relaxed mindset, ready to respond, relax. And by planning a few things and doing a few things consistently, not doing 10 different setups, not worrying about all the trades you could have done or all the money you could have made, right? If you're doing just one thing at a time here and you're doing some simple methods of money management, this sets you up to be a lot more relaxed. And you know, once you've done a lot of your training and work and the technicals, and the rest of it is about relaxing. So let's just go into this. I'm going to use myself as an example with this today's day trading, okay, on an S&P E-mini tick chart, and then I'll show a recent stock trade I did on a daily chart. So let me see if I can get across what I'm trying to say. Today's open on Pacific time, right here. Now, I know the method I'm going to use. Now, this video isn't about method. All right? I'm going to use something very similar to what I did in the last blog. I'm basically going to use the shelf of a wash and rinse that's already happened. I know my method. I know its nuances. I know its variations. Okay? So just apply whatever method you're using. So I'm not going to, just because I want to trade, apply different methods. At Language of Markets here, I teach 3 main methods, but I'm still only going to use one while I'm here. I teach 3 main methods, and we have another 3 or so that we teach. And they all are based off of the components and process of a swing. So that's going to be my method, and I'm going to have a very simple money management that goes with that method. And the money management is basically, just so you know, and there are ways to improve the method, there are ways to improve the money management, there are different ways to go about it, but that's not what this video is about, okay? It's not the perfect money management. You're never going to find the perfect one. Us traders, we're horrible, right? We're never happy. If we get long and we follow our plan and we get out and price keeps going up, we're unhappy that we made money, but there was more to make. If we get long and get stopped, we're unhappy because we lose money. And so this sets us up for a mindset that is just rattled all the time. Okay, so it takes a little time. So my money management is basically simple. I'm going to, after I enter, I already know how I'm going to do the stop. After I enter, I'm going to, at 2 to 1, go to break even, take my money at 3 to 1. Nice and simple, right? It's not perfect, but it's simple. All right, so let's go over it. This is my trading today. I'm going to kind of walk you through how this comes into play. I already know what I'm looking for. I am not worried that the market's going up without me. I'm not guessing what it will do. I'm not trying to figure out what it wants by watching every tick. Proper mindset. What am I waiting for? I'm just waiting for my method. So that's part of mindset. So I watch. Right? I'm not worried about it. I'm not trying to figure it out. Nothing. I'm following. I know the process. I see the process start, and I calmly watch. I see the process keep going, and I calmly watch. Because right now, I know, and there's details to all this, right? But right now, I know what I'm going to use to get me in. I'm not going to use a dozen methods. I'm not going to let the market, I'll be thinking, oh, it's going down, oh, it's going up. But I know what I'm doing here. So I know at this point that I need price to make a new high before I do anything. So I calmly watch. And it's not doing that. My feelings aren't hurt. Again, that's mindset working for me. I'm not worried about all the money I didn't make here and the different setups I could have used here and the different things I could have, would have, should have done. I'm waiting for this, and on the downside, it looks like just reverse it. Again, don't get hung up on the method. All right, it's very simple. Just, you guys have seen me do wash and rinse. You've got plenty of videos. It's just boom. So I follow and I watch and I watch. And I say, okay. Boom. I know what I'm waiting for. A new low. Doesn't happen. Okay. All right, that's process. Not predicting. I will do whatever the market wants to do. Okay, I have a nice impulse. I'm waiting for, I know what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for a new high. Okay, boom. I got what I want, right? There's a little more contextual stuff going on, but very simply, I got what I want. I can plan my trade. Remember, it's just real simple. I'm going to go in, I'm going to use a stop, and I'm going to go to BE at 2 to 1. So this is the day, and I'm not worried if it leaves without me. I've got something I've practiced. I get filled, I get stopped. All right, so I'm not happy about it, but also my mindset isn't too disturbed. Stops are part of the game. So I'm watching. And now I'm ready to do it the other way. Okay, now I'm ready to, there's a return to the scene of the crime. And, my trading today wasn't stellar, it wasn't fantastic, but I did okay. I didn't make tons of money, but I did okay because I followed a basic plan. And even on this particular one, it's a weaker variation of my setup. It's a weaker variation. So now I'm short. Listen, I'm just following the market very fluidly according to my plans. So I'm short. I'm not watching every tick saying, oh my God, I got to get out. I got new information. I'm not watching, oh my God, there it goes. I'm not, oh, I better get out. And I know this is where a lot of you live. How do I know that? Well, number one, I've been doing this for a long time. I've done this for so long. It took me a lot of years to put these simple things together and actually do them in a practice. That's how I know this goes on in day trading quite a bit. And I've had a lot of students, I know. But I'm relaxed. Not because I'm a superior trader or anything, because I'm just following one method. Stuff I've worked out. 2 to 1, I go to break even. Okay, I go to break even. 3 to 1, I take my money. Boom, I get stopped out. All right, no harm, no foul. So I've got a stop and a break even. Now, what I don't do is say, oh, this happened to me before. I'm going to take my money sooner next time. Because then you're going to do that and it's going to go for you. So I don't go switching everything. No method is perfect. Okay? Don't go switching it around every time the market, does something for you. Because then you've lost your mindset. You can't execute any method. So I watch and I wait. And what am I waiting for? My method to show up. I don't want to force it. So I got 2 trades, no big deal. Okay, nice impulse, I'm watching. Okay, so I see my shelf build. I know what I'm waiting for. Again, one of the reasons my mindset is calm is because I'm not predicting what the market will do. I'm not predicting what the market will do. I'm not believing in something. I'm not believing in a level. I'm not believing in a number or a fib number. I'm not believing in a median line. Right? That stuff is to be used, not be used by. I'm not believing, so I'm not nervous. If you're believing is no strategy. Hope is no strategy. Okay, so I know I'm waiting for a new high. I don't get it. The market says it's not going that way, so now I'm going down with it. All right, so I follow. See, I follow. Mindset is still fine. I'm not worried about. There's going to be trades every day. Some days will be better than others. I'm not worried about all the money I could have, would have, should have made. That's where we get in trouble. I realize, back of my mind, I could have waited for thing to start to stretch first, but it is what it is. Still not horrible. That's learning. Okay, so I am now set up. I'm not hoping, wishing the market to go anyway. I'm just running my deal. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to get a stop at a certain level. Maybe it comes back and hits me. Maybe it doesn't. Right? I just know what I'm going to do. I keep looking, make adjustments. My 3 to 1 is generally going to be for a new low, so I give myself a little bit more room. I'm not going to go past a maximum stop. I'm not going to go into details here. I'm just trying to show you the calmness. And why the calmness? It's not that I'm just a cool customer. It's just I'm following something. All right, so I'm entered. And remember, I haven't beaten myself up all day. And so my mindset is still good. I got 1 stop, 1 BE. So I'm entered. And I'm not worried about every tick. How many of you are watching? Oh no, oh no, oh no. You do that, you can't execute a method. Okay, I go to BE. I'm not going to jump out because I have a stop. right? That's where we get into trouble, trying to mix all sorts of different money managements, all sorts of methods, and then you lose your mindset. And then at some point I'm hit down in here with my stop. And I'll get a little bit closer as it gets really close. So I'm hit down in here. And that's it. So this is something I really want to discuss today. We had this discussion in our live session as we were working markets. And I really don't care what it does afterwards unless it sets me up for something. Right? I'm done, right? I'm going to go do some teaching now. I'm done. So, how did I end up the day? 1 stop, 1 BE, 1 3-to-1. Good day. Not pristine trading, not the most stellar trading. Some things could have done better, but basically I kept my head about me. I was relaxed. I did pretty good. And right, there'll be more trades tomorrow. Now, let me go and show this example. Because everybody trades something different. I day trade, I do currencies. And we've been doing a lot with stocks, the language of markets. Same set. I'm just going to do the same method in money management. I'm going to show you a recent trade of mine. One thing to notice, and these are some of the lists we have on for members. One thing you'll notice about, see that like the 17 stocks on the list is that, and there's a lesson for day trading in here too, they're all very strong all year long. Wow, what's the rest of the market been doing? Right, there's the S&P, very weak. So think about that for a minute. Look at some of these stocks on the list. It's not because I know something. They're all mostly energy stocks and a few basic materials. But look at them from January. They're the strongest of the strong. See that? And to take that concept into day trading, my best trading is when I wait for oil or the ES or whatever, NASDAQ, to have a very strong day-to-day trade. I do the best. So these are the strong, and it's not that hard to find. Again, I'm not guessing at what the market's doing. And it's kind of simple to find the strongest of the strong. See, all of these, the strongest of the strong. These are where my trades are going to be. So here's my recent trade. And you'll note it's the same method. And if I apply the same strategy, I'm going to go to BE at 2-to-1, which is this line. And I'm going to take my money at 3-to-1. So I am out like here. And price kept going. But that's okay. I'm not rattled. That's what happened. Price kept going. This is the money management I'm using. I have a choice to follow it. But I'm not all over the place playing games with hindsight. You're never going to always get the bottom consistently and always get the top consistently. So work on having some kind of, whatever your method, it could be a moving average crossover. Know it inside and out, and then put a money management plan to it. And you'll see if you just follow that, it will start to rewire you a little bit with all of the worrying about every tick or every bar. And that relaxing will let you work the method well in the first place.